Let me tell the story of what happened earlier. Actually, not that long ago, about an hour ago, if that. So I'm sitting in my office, just getting my stuff together for work. I was gonna video edit, but I'm gonna do that later. Anyway, I'm getting my things together, making sure I have my charger, my phone, everything's good to go, my wallet, etc. As I'm sitting there in my chair, I look over to my right, like I look up and look over to my right. And to explain the setup, I got my computer here, like the desk is here, the computer's here, and then I got this big window, kind of like a sky window. It's gigantic. Anyway, I look to my right and I look up on the roof, and on top of this apartment building, like this tall apartment building, there's a young cat, maybe six months old, orange cat. Besides the point of it being adorable, it is stuck on the roof. And at first I'm thinking, maybe it's not, there's a ladder there. And I see it kind of looking at the ladder, kind of, I guess, like trying to guesstimate whether or not it can climb down this ladder. And the roof is slanted and there's a bunch of icy snow on top of it because I don't know where you are in the world, but in Philadelphia, where I'm at right now, we got hit with a ton of snow, like Arctic weather. It's freezing. The snow is just crusted up and so hard. And he's on the roof, it's slanted, he's slipping, he's shaking, and he's just looking around like, where can I jump down? But this roof is so tall, you guys. Anyway, he's just trying to figure out what he can do. He's panicking. I can hear him meowing, going back and forth, and my heart just drops at the sight of everything. I'm thinking, okay, I can call emergency services. Do I call 911? Do I call the fire department or SPCA, animal control? Who do I call? Who is going to do this justice and get this cat? So as I'm sitting there watching him, it's getting worse. He's getting wobbly. He's going close to the edge. He's slipping, and he slipped like several times, and unfortunately almost fell. But he's like just pacing back and forth, trying to find somewhere to lower to get to so he can get down. He goes to the other side of the roof and he's looking at this tree that's kind of near it, and he's trying to size it up. And I can tell that he's trying to see if he can jump into this tree or not. But then for some reason he scrambles back to the left and he looks at the other roof that's next to it, like the other building, and he tries to see if he can jump it, which thank God he did not. But you could tell that he was looking at it and he was sizing that up as well. But guys, the gap was at least 10 feet, maybe even bigger from where I was. The perspective, it's kind of hard to tell. So he's going back and forth. He goes up to the front. He comes back again. For some reason, he climbs even higher, and it's even more slanted where he is and slippery. And I'm just like, oh man, this cat, like, I don't want to watch a cat fall off a roof. That's not in my cards today. I mean, I never want to see something like that happen, but I just felt so bad. It was like hurting me watching this, because I'm like, what can I do? And the worst part about it is it's in a neighbor's yard and there's a big fence up. And here's the thing, there's a ladder going up to it. I know I said that earlier, but there's like this big metal ladder going up to the roof. But going up is a lot easier than going down. And I think that can be said for anybody. I mean, unless you're afraid of heights, but for a cat, you gotta understand they're on all fours. So he's facing forward and the ladder is steep. So he does think about doing it. You could see that ultimately he is looking at going down this ladder, but again, he kind of steers away. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get my shoes on. Let me get everything on and go outside and see what I can do. So I know where the house is. It's my backyard, basically. I mean, it is my backyard. And so I walk around and I go around to the house and I knock up. This old lady, 1,000 dogs, answers. And I'm like, yo, there's a cat on your roof and he's terrified. He wants to get down. And she's all, huh? I'm like, there's a cat on your roof. He's stuck and he needs to get down. Like, I mean, I don't want to see this cat fall. Like, can you contact somebody in the building? Do you know who lives up top? Like, is there somebody you can get a hold of, or we can get a hold of, or something to get this cat off? And she's like, oh, well, there is somebody upstairs, but I'm not sure if they're home or not. Meanwhile, there's a dog out back that I didn't even know about. So like, I took it upon my own self to walk around to the backside and get closer to the fence and get closer to the house. So I'm like right up against the house to the side of it. And there's a dog there, just quiet as can be. And I even thought that it seemed like he even knew that there was trouble going on. That he could tell that there was something going on. And the reason I think that is because he kept going to the side door and he was scratching at the door, but nobody to avail. Nobody came to answer that door, which was heartbreaking because I'm like, if this door opens, I can at least say like, hey, there's a cat on your roof. He's stuck all the way up there. Can we do something to get this cat off? And, you know, guys, this is a big deal for me. I'm a huge animal lover. So just seeing this just tore me apart. But like I said, to no avail. This person didn't answer the door. I honestly felt bad for the dog too, because she's just outside and scratching, even barking at the door, and nobody's coming to answer. But anyway, so the cat moves up and he's on the siding now. And he's looking at me. I'm right below him. He's meowing. And I just put my arms out for him to jump into my arms. And honestly, I was thinking if he lands on my face and scratches my face up, I don't know if he's a stray cat or not, but I'll deal with that later. Right now, I'm concerned about his well-being. So I'm just sitting there like arms up, like hoping that maybe he'll take a lunge and jump into my arms or something. But he's just crying. He's looking at me. He's freaking out. And then he just kind of bundles up and freezes up and stops. And I think he just got, you know, too scared or whatever. And so I'm going through all this shit, guys. I grab my phone. I'm calling 911. They're telling me, they're directing me to animal services. I get on the phone with animal services to call. They're like, we don't come out to rescue cats on the roof, which I was flabbergasted at. I was like, what do you mean you don't come out and rescue cats? Like, isn't this what you do? But I think it's more for like adopting rescue, not emergency rescue. So back in my phone I go. I'm looking for some type of emergency services. 911 isn't going to do anything. I call the fire department, and even they are like, yeah, we're not going to come out for this. Now, guys, you have to keep in mind, I live in the city of Philadelphia. There's a lot more extreme things going on. So I kind of understand, but at the same time, like, this is an animal. This is a living creature. And it's stuck high up, and it's just messed up the whole scenario. So they say to me like, look, you can message or email this place called ACT, which I never heard of, or you can dial 311, which if you don't know what 311 is, it's like info services. Why am I going to go through all that? I mean, what is that going to do for me? Anyway, I know the story's kind of dragging out, but it's all very useful into what I'm talking about here. Just the, rigmarole basically that I was going through to try and get this damn cat off this roof. Sorry if you speak another language. I speak English, and I'm also having to go to work, so I'm telling this story like, sort of quickly, not really, but just trying to give you all the details. Anyway, nobody is coming to help. So there's this guy I see come out of the apartment, like kind of near the same buildings. And I was literally about to give up. Not give up in the way of like, I've never turned my back on things and just been like, that's it. That's the name of the game. But I had no options left. What was I going to do? This person's fence was locked. I wasn't going to hop over a fence that was super tall to try and get a cat, because to be honest, it went really high up and there was just no way I was going to scale this fence and be able to get to this yard and go up this ladder and get this cat. So this guy comes out of this apartment, thank God, and he starts walking towards us, and I'm like, yo man, there's a cat stuck up on this roof. Do you know who lives here? Can we get access or whatever? Like, is there something you can do? Like, I saw you come out of the same apartments. And he's like, hold up. He goes back over, he opens the door, which I did not. He goes into another door, knocks. He's like, yo, like, there's a cat stuck up on the roof. Like, you got to get somebody up there. Like, it's freaking out, like, blah, blah, blah. And then finally, the owner of that top building comes out, and she's like, yeah, he goes over there all the time. I'm like, what do you mean? He was freaking out, like panicking. What do you mean he goes up there all the time? Oh, yeah, he goes up there all the time. He just forgets what window, and then he does figure it out. And he tries to see if he can escape. So the whole thing of him crying to get down, he's trying to basically help me aid him into escaping. So he's an escape artist. So this cat is something else. So he was just trying to get my attention, or whoever's attention, to say, hey, get me out of here. Like, I want to go explore. And that's typical cat behavior. I mean, if I open my door, my cats don't necessarily want to leave. But if I open my sliding door, like my glass sliding door to my backyard, my little backyard, they want to go outside. So there's just something with cats and going outside. Whether they are indoor cats or outdoor cats, they still are very curious and want to explore. So this entire time, there was a window, because she's like, yeah, there's a window that he likes to go in and out of. So there was a window the entire time that he could get out of and or in and out of, and he wasn't a stray cat, because I thought he was a stray cat. I had thought, I mean, look at this scenario. I had thought he went up this ladder to get up onto this roof. It makes sense. So that's what I was thinking happened. But eventually the lady that lives in that apartment came outside and told me that no, he just does this all the time. So I went through all this crap to find out that the cat didn't need help at all. He just likes going on the roof. That's what he does. And he tries to escape. So there you have it. But at least the story ends healthy, ends good. No falling off the roof, because there was a couple times where he almost slipped and fell off this roof. And I did not want to see that happen at all. Hello from America. I'm in Philadelphia, if you know where that is. Hello, Scotland. Shouts out Scotland, shouts out Russia. I would love to go to Russia. Anyway, but yeah, there's a good ending to this story. There's a happy ending. I gotta say though, for a few moments, I was thinking, I don't know about this. Is she really telling the truth? I mean, she could just be telling me this to get me to scram and not have to deal with the whole cat being on the roof and all that. But, you know, you got to give anybody the benefit of the doubt. And I will say, as I was walking away and I was getting further from the situation, I heard her not yell, but kind of say to the cat, you got all these people out here concerned about you. And blah, 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 blah. I don't know what else she said, but you could tell that I was at the cat. And then once I did go into the office, I saw no sight of the cat. So he did in fact go in, and I do believe her because I didn't see him at all. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what I had to deal with. And that took like a good 2 hours of my day dealing with that. And it's not anything where I'm like, it was a hassle of any kind, because I'm the one that spotted the cat, and you know, I felt bad for the cat, and obviously I wanted the cat to get to safety. So it was nothing like, you know, nothing on my back, like, oh my God, now I got to deal with this. It was immediate, like, we got to save this cat. Like, I've got to do something to try and save this cat. But yeah, that's what happened. So I'm glad it was that situation and not that he was actually stuck up there, because guys, nobody was coming to help. Not 911, not animal rescue, not whatever other services they gave me. Nobody was interested or saying that they were going to help me or help the situation. But it ends good at least. But that's what I wanted to go live about. Guys, if you're new here, I do go live, but check out my channel. There's definitely more content coming. I'm going to be working on a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of stuff in the works. If you like storytelling, then that's perfect. If you like exploring and adventure type content, then it's kind of right up your alley. So I am not homeless. No, I'm in my car right now. I'm about to go to work. But it's kind of funny. I get that a lot, the homeless thing. Is it the gloves? Is it the hat? Is it me bundled up? I don't know. Is it because I'm in my car a lot? Probably because I'm in my car a lot. When I go live, I have a tendency to be in my car a lot. Yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to chit chat for a minute. Let's do that. What is going on? Yeah, I love cats, man. I just love animals in general, but cats are probably my favorite. My apologies too if I said this earlier, but if you're in a different country, my apologies. I only know how to speak English and like a little bit of Spanish, but I want to learn a new language. Like, life is way too short not to learn and to challenge yourself and to get yourself into different situations and experience things. So I want to learn a different language. Sorry about the lighting too, by the way. The natural sunlight, it's kind of awful. I don't really know where to point this thing. The sun is kind of beaming down exactly where I'm at. But yeah, I saw your comment, please slowly. I don't know if you wanted me to talk slower, but I'm assuming maybe. But yeah, it's very cold. It's like, well, today it's a little bit warmer, but it's been in the negatives, like -18. One day it said negative below, so like -0. It's been really cold here, and we still have a ton of snow. It hasn't snowed since. They were gonna say, what was it, last weekend? It was supposed to snow on Sunday, but thankfully it did not. But it's been so cold, the snow hasn't gone anywhere. It's just been lingering around, turning to ice. Anything that does melt, it just turns to ice again. Dude, what is up with this thing? My phone keeps dimming. Oh crap, sorry guys. I just closed the app by accident. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. I'm sorry to hear that. I had a dad that, well, my biological dad, he was a drinker, and it goes pretty deep, but he wasn't the kindest when he drank, and he would take it out on me, my sister, and my mom, and yeah, it's a whole thing. I won't dive into it, but I know your pain right now. I know what that's like. Of course, I was younger when I dealt with it, but I've dealt with people under the influence and they say things that aren't so kind. It's really easy just to be kind to one another in general, too. Just like a simple hello, how are you? And just conversate. Like, I'm a people person. I like talking to people. I like hearing different, I like talking to different people and hearing their background, what their story is and where they come from. I'm thoroughly interested in hearing what people have to say about themselves and where they come from. But it's really unfortunate that family, not even just friends and people that you know, would treat you a certain way. And I'm just really sorry about your father being that way to you. You don't deserve that. Nobody deserves it, especially when people can get really like vile and hateful. So I'm sending you love. I don't know you, of course, but it doesn't matter. I'm sending you love and healing, and you can get past it. You will get past it. It hurts right now. It stings, but you'll get past it. Don't worry about it. And you got to do what you got to do for you. So if this keeps happening, and I don't know what your situation is, maybe it sounds like you guys, live underneath the same roof. And I don't know how old you are, but this could be motivation for you too, to get out as soon as you can and work hard to, like, I'm not saying work hard in a way of like, oh, if you work hard, everything will be fine or whatever. I'm saying the mindset for like, do what you got to do to get out of the situation. And I do believe that hard work pays off. That's not what I'm getting down to. But not just hard work in itself, it's having a plan and, and actually following through and doing it. But I can say this much, that whatever the situation is, you will get through it, and you don't need to deal with that, and just take it as motivation to get out of there and do whatever you can to get out of there. What else is this? The problem is that my siblings didn't get affected, but since I'm the only sensitive girl in the house, he kept taking everything out on me. Thank you so much for your words, so much help. I'm glad I can help in any way. There's only so much I can do. I understand I'm here, you're there, but I just want to leave you with that token and say that I know how it is, because I've been there and I've dealt with it, and I've dealt with it from like just other people, like mental abuse, physical abuse, and it's not pleasant to deal with, but you will get through it. Whatever the case may be, you will absolutely get through this. And I'm sorry that what is this? So yeah, I mean, unfortunately that happens too, and I don't know why that is. Sometimes it's just like, I have enough friends and people that I know that have been in I'm not gonna just say abusive, but have been in abusive situations, and for some reason they target certain individuals within that household, and you're like, why don't you treat my little brother or my older sister like this? Not that you want them to be treated that way, but you're like, why are you focusing all your energy on me and taking it out on me? And here's the other thing I don't understand. Like, it takes so much more energy to instill hate, put that negative energy out there. It just takes so much more. So it's like, obviously if that person is doing that, then they are miserable themselves and they're just taking it out on anybody. So you may be a target. They may actually just be like, I want to take it out on this person. But then also there's the thing of they'll take it out on anybody, or they can, and they will stop at nothing to do that. So I've been around it enough to know about that. You know what? Let me put this down here for a minute and see if this is better. Oh God, that is awful. It's just the sun, the way that it's hitting. Holding my phone. You wouldn't think that my arm would get tired after a while, but it kind of did. I say that about my camera too. Not to go on like a completely different topic, but at the same time, it's like switching up and talking about different things I feel is healing as well. So hopefully I helped you with the situation that you're in. Good evening from Nigeria. Hello. How are you? How are you, Nigeria? I'm just glad to see you say something positive and turn the negative into a positive, because that is exactly what you should do, and that is exactly what you deserve. You don't deserve to be mistreated. Nobody in here, or that you know, nobody deserves mistreatment. Nobody. Now, okay, I could get technical, but I think we all know what I'm saying here, right? Nobody deserves to be mistreated, talked down to, physically, whatever. None of that is acceptable, and we are not gonna accept it. None of us. Nobody. Don't accept that. Don't accept that type of treatment. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Never, ever, ever okay. Yeah, please don't. It's not worth it. Never worth it. Life is like this, you know. Sometimes it's like, other times it's so. You know, I mean, your mindset has a lot to do with how your life is. It really does. It truly does. Who you surround yourself with, the type of friends that you have, your circle, who you're in a relationship with, all of that matters so much. You're gonna have people that don't want to see you win. You know what we do? We pay no mind to those people, and we keep it moving, and we keep doing what we do, and we do what we want, and we keep that good energy, and we follow through with our dreams. We get the things that we need to get done, and I know it's going to sound like maybe it sounds selfish. I don't know. I don't think it does. But, and I'm not saying this in a rude way, but minding your business, like minding your own business, does a lot for you. And I'm saying that in a non-arrogant way. I'm saying that in like a healthy way. You can't carry the weight of other people. You have your own life to look after, so you have to do what you can do for yourself. Like, I mean, it's really true. You got to do what you got to do. And if that means cutting off certain people, then cut them off. If they're like detrimental to your health, your well-being, then cut them off. There's no use. There's no, like, you only live once. Like, and I know that's like cliche, but it's true. Like, you only live once. You really do. You get one shot at this. So why surround yourself with people that don't want to be surrounded by you? Like, surround yourself with good-hearted people, people that have your best interest. And above all things, it's okay to love other people, but you got to love yourself more, because self-respect is one of the best things that you can have for yourself. Self-love, self-care is the best thing that you can have. Loving yourself is the best thing. And I get it. Some people need to work at it. It's not always easy to self-love. But once you get past those hills and you can do that, life is very strange. There's just so many ways and different avenues that you can go down, and so many ways that, thank you, I appreciate that. A nose ring. I used to have more piercings like I do, but I just don't wear them really. But life is, you can go down so many avenues and have so many different perspectives. But the one that's always winning is that perspective where you're like, nah, I'm not gonna quit. Like, I don't care if I metaphorically fell off my bike and scraped my knee. I'm gonna get up, and I'm not going to associate this day with yesterday and what happened with yesterday. I'm gonna associate this day with a brand new day. Every day you wake up, it's a brand new day, a brand new chance to live and to go after the things that you want, and whatever you got to do to get through. No, I love my mom, wife, and my kids. That's great. That's awesome. I'm glad you do. If you have healthy people around you, that's amazing. Absolutely. That is 100% true. Literally, you got to do whatever will give you the best possible outcome and make you the happiest. Yeah. Nobody is going to look after you. It's just not. No one's going to live your life. As obvious as that seems, it's true. You got to do what you got to do for you, and whatever the healthiest outcome is, get away. Even if it's like a situation where you're comfortable, right? Maybe you're living somewhere, you don't like it, you don't like the people who you're living with, but you're comfortable. It's like, that's not enough reason to stay. But I do understand putting up with it for a certain amount of time or whatever, because there are legitimate things that go on with it. But you gotta eventually cut ties or move on. But I do understand, like, maybe you're on the same lease and or whatever, and your lease isn't up, or maybe you have nowhere else to go, or your job is right here. And so I do understand those things, but that's when you plan your exit, you know what I mean? You plan accordingly, and you do your best, because here's the thing, you're never going to plan to like 100%. Not that I would think anybody would think that, but you're never going to be able to just know exactly how things go. And not even if you're trying to be like that, it's just life, man. Like, it really just be taking you places. And planning planning is definitely good because at least you kind of have an idea. Kind of have an idea of like, all right, I'm going to move this way. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. And so, yeah. You know what I wish real quick about YouTube? I wish going live was a lot more accurate with the number of people that are in a room, because it's constantly changing, which, yeah, people do stop watching. I get that. But like within seconds, it'll be like 30 people, 2 people, 4 people, 0. It's like, I know this thing isn't legitimately doing that. Like, it's just bouncing around so much, but maybe that could be chalked up to like Wi-Fi or just not, yeah, just not having a good signal or whatever, or whatnot. I don't know. I hope everybody's having a good day though. It's a bit warmer here in Philadelphia County where I'm at in the city. Thank God. It's been freezing and I'd really like to see this snow melt and go away, to be honest. I mean, it's just hanging around, lingering now, and it's people are still getting stuck, and it's messing up a lot of things. Damn. This is like the longest live I've done in a while, but a lot of your guys' comments means a lot. Now, something that would mean a lot for me is that you guys check out my channel and consider subscribing. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm sure it says it. My YouTube name is MattisTheCreator, and the content that I post, it's a lot of storytelling, but there is other content that I post, adventurous content, just different stuff that you'll see on there. My whole idea is that I'm inviting you into my world, so I want you to explore different videos, and that's exactly what I did by creating this channel. I wanted to explore different options. Thank you. Yeah, and really check out the content. I'm telling you, and I have a lot more that's coming. You know, a lot more in store. So yeah, just if you subscribe, just hang on there. You're gonna see a lot of things. Can you sing a song? Can you sing song? Ooh, I'll be honest right now. Usually if I was gonna like do something like that, like I'm not really like a singer, but I'll be honest, it is something that I wanna learn. But I have done vocals before, but usually if I'm gonna do something like that, I'll warm up and drink a bunch of water and just kind of do whatever I can to get my voice or my vocals good. I have been writing music though. I write a lot, whether it's for videos or writing lyrics, and eventually, maybe in the future, I do want to do something with music. I absolutely want to do something with music, and I have ideas, and even musician-wise, like as far as like playing with instruments. I'm a drummer, not sure if many people know that, but besides playing drums, I do want to pursue vocals, and I don't know, maybe there will be some singing in that. I like melodies a ton. I think melodies are the best reason to listen to music. It's really what makes the song, the hook, the melody, the way that you like bend those lyrics or bend your sound, and that's what keeps people really invested. It's like the heart of the song, you know? Just like when you tell a story, right? Like the heart of the video is, well, there's a lot that goes into that. But really the heart of it is like the drama part, right? Like, oh no, he's in this situation, what's he gonna do? Whether it's like an internal conflict or an external conflict, it's like, what is he gonna do? Like that's what draws people to certain things, and that's why TV shows excel, because somebody's in a situation, or people are in a situation where they're watching and they're like, you know, they're on the edge of their seat. Maybe it's a close call with something's happening. I don't know what to do. How is he going to get out of this? There's a number of things that kind of go off there. So, yeah. This stuff is interesting. No, but yeah, the whole singing thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see in the future. We'll see what happens with that. I'm definitely a man of my word, and I follow through on the things that I'm going to do. I mean, if you just look at my channel, you'll see that I tried so many different aspects of making content, and I did that on purpose. A, because I wanted to challenge myself, and B, because I wanted to explore different content and see not only what I like, but maybe I could learn something and get better at what I'm doing. And I have. That's, you know, that goes without saying. If you look at my content, the videos that I have posted, yeah, just it's a lot of fun stuff that I've wanted to make into a video that I did, and I'm happy about it. But there's a lot more. There's still so much more. I'm still so hungry to make the best content that I can make, and I know that the best is yet to come. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. What is going on, bro? Okay, there we go. You look like you speed in school zones in order to get to McDonald's ASAP and buy as many chicken nuggets as possible. No, absolutely not. I don't even like McDonald's. And honestly, I drive like a grandma. Not only are there camera lights up that will give you speeding tickets on certain roads, but I just don't like driving fast. You have to understand, guys, again, I'm in Philadelphia. The drivers here are not so good or pleasant. A lot of arrogance. I'm not saying everybody, but you have people that are like in a rush, and it's like, what for? So no, I drive like an old lady, like a little old lady. I take my time. I don't let anybody rush me for nothing. No, you're not gonna rush me. I'm do what you gotta do, but I'm not getting in an accident. Plus, people run red lights, they run stop signs, and I'm not taking that chance and doing all that. So I very much so drive the speed limit, and I don't even like eating at fast food restaurants. At the very least, I'll go to Taco Bell. McDonald's for me is like a very, very, very once in a while thing. I hate if McDonald's is done correctly. The fries are like salty and crispy and hot, and the burgers they're nice, but I could not imagine eating McDonald's every day or even once a week. And this is no hate on anybody that's living on a budget, maybe, and they feel that McDonald's is working for them. Maybe it's right by their job, and on their lunch break, they go to McDonald's. It works. But for me, I'm just not really a fan of the food. It's not that I don't think that it tastes good, because I'd be lying if I said that McDonald's did not taste good. I think it tastes good most of the time, but it's not healthy to eat all the time. So all that sugar, you know, and then it's like all the soda and the processed food and cheese and whatnot. And it's like, that cheese, is it even real? It's like, yes, we know it is real, but you get what I'm saying. It's got like weird consistencies. It doesn't act like regular cheese. And there was a video that I saw where they torched a burger, like they melted the cheese, and it didn't melt right. It actually took a while for it to melt. Burger King, it depends. I do like Whoppers. They are good. Depends on my mood, really. I will defend McDonald's in saying this. The double cheeseburgers are really good. Well, the quarter pounders are really good. But other than that, I mean, not even that. Like, there is other items that are great. But like I said, again, it's got to be done right. If you get like cold McDonald's food and the fries are like soggy and your drink is watery, it's like, it's horrible. And we've all been there. We've all just accepted it. We're hungry, so we just eat it anyway. Like, I know that feeling of just being like, ah, hell, like, I'm hungry, I already have it, I'm already back home. whatever the case may be. They forgot my drink, but you're hungry. You don't even care at this point. You're like, I'm just gonna eat. Like, I gotta eat. So it is what it is. It's gonna suck, but I don't want to be hungry anymore. So yeah, American plastic cheese is wild to me. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it looks like, right? It's weird, and like you consume that. So to consume that on a regular basis, I don't think it's healthy. I don't think that it's good for your health system. Oh, Trish in here, huh? Anyway, not really, but that'd be funny. Trump is in my live, like, wow. I learned the other day that McDonald's soda is just syrup mixed with sparkling water in the machine. You know, I'll say this, I forget what it is, but McDonald's has something a little extra for their drinks, like their soft drinks, so they taste a little better. I forget what it is, but I don't know. It's like their little secret, I guess. But they have like some sort of filter or something that helps it stay crisp and never allows it to get watery. But I don't think that's the case for every McDonald's. As much as they function on a chain because they are a chain restaurant, there's definitely individuals that are not following the rules, you know, cutting corners. Excuse me. All right, what else we got here? Maybe go to all right, excuse me, guys. Maybe go to Lamps's, Texas. You know, funny story, I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Grand Prairie for a little bit, and then I lived in Tampa. And I definitely visited other areas of Texas, but it was very hot living there. When I worked there, I was working 2 jobs, and this was 2016, so I would work during the day. I would go in like super early in the morning, and then I'd be done by 2, because if you stayed any later, it gets too hot, and they would have to send you home. And they would pass out like these rags that you would keep cool, and you put them around your neck so that it would like equalize your temperature. It was wild living in Texas. I didn't see this firsthand, but it gets so hot in Texas. I guess depending on where you are, but it doesn't even matter. Like, even where I was, super hot. But trash cans melt. Anything you leave out has the potential of melting. CDs, trash cans, you name it. So there's definitely some things that happen that are pretty wild in Texas that I've seen with heat. Oh shoot, guys, I'm hitting stuff, my bad. If you ever moved countries, where would you move to? Like, okay, to a different country. I don't know. Where would I move to? That's a good question. To be honest, I haven't been overseas yet. But I want to. I don't know. Where would I move? I mean, there's a number of places that I want to visit. I will say this much. When I was on tour in a band, I toured basically everywhere in the States except for Montana, Detroit, or like Michigan, I guess, and Boston. But I've been like everywhere else in the States. American asked to name another country challenge. Yeah. What's the coldest place in Russia? What is it, Siberia or whatever? It's like located like close or whatever. Yeah. That would be horrible to live there. I know it's not cold all year round. It's during the winter, but it gets like below. It's like negative 46 Celsius. Like, what? That's way too cold. That's way too cold. You get frostbite within 5 minutes. Like, cars freeze. So like, all right, so here's the thing. If you don't keep your car running, you go in the grocery store, your car will freeze. So you got to keep your cars running because they will literally freeze. Like, I don't mean freeze like the car will ice up and you won't be able to get in. I mean, that legitimate, like the oil in the car will freeze too, and you will not be able to drive your car. So some people will park their car and leave it parked all through winter, and then when summer comes and their car thaws out, then they'll use it again. But that's wild. I need my car. Like, I don't care where it is. I live in the city. I need my car. Like, sure, I could take public transportation, and it depends on where you live. You got taxis, Uber, Lyft, all that kind of stuff. I need my vehicle. So I don't know how people could deal with that, but nonetheless, like the cold weather, like right now, it's probably like 30 degrees here. It was in the negatives, and it has lately been like 18 to 20 degrees, and that's very cold. But I couldn't imagine negative that high, like in the negatives, like negative 46. Like, that's crazy. Like, I complained about this. Like, I wouldn't be able to do it. So as far as your question and asking me, where I would move to is a different country. I don't have an answer right now, but maybe when I go live again, I will. But I can tell you where I would not move. Would I visit though? Yeah, why not? Just to see how cold it is. I'd be interested in just seeing that. And lately I've been seeing YouTubers document that. There was a couple of YouTubers that went there and experienced it for themselves. Siberia is a region. Russia have many regions. Russia about, okay, 10,000 kilometers in length or whatever. Oh, wow. Okay. Kilometers. All right. Have you heard of North Sentinel Island? I have. I don't know a whole lot about it. Maybe you can explain. Hello, I am in Vienna. Where am I at? I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in America. I'm surprised how many, like, people in different countries are in this live right now. Do you guys think I should use Kick or Twitch? Like, I downloaded Kick and I really want to use it. I haven't posted any videos or went live yet, but I do want to go live. And I just got myself a new computer, so now I can do that. I do want to get like, I do have a designated camera, but maybe I'll get a different camera for the setup or something so I don't ever have to touch it. It fascinates me. It's the island where tribes haven't seen how we live in years. They live prehistorically. It's awesome. Wow, really? Huh, that's interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'm sure a YouTuber has gone there and documented the process. I wouldn't put it past. Twitch for sure. I feel like it's more popular. Maybe I love it. Although I haven't checked out Twitch. Yeah, like I said, I do have a Kick account. So I do want to start going live. But for me, guys, it's been more important, honestly. Like, I do love going live, but it's been more important for me to like get back on track and start posting videos again. So I've just been, oh, I meant Kick. I haven't checked out. But it's more important for me to like put these packaged videos together, and I want to really show them off. Gosh. I kind of fell behind though, if you hadn't noticed. Like, there was a month there where I really wasn't posting. I was going live every day, but I wasn't posting, and that's because I needed a new computer. My computer just wouldn't allow me to export anymore. It just had enough. Like, I maxed out the RAM. Like, I pushed it to its ultimate like height, and I just couldn't. I couldn't edit 4K videos and export them. So that's why I had to buy a whole new computer. But I'm glad that I did. I really needed to. I needed something that was much stronger, a lot more RAM, something that will allow me to get videos up and out as quick as I can. So it's nice now having this new computer. Thank you. Yeah, I really like this hat. It really keeps me warm, especially during the wintertime, and it's very comfortable. Like you would think, or maybe you not think that, but like the wool here or whatever this is, this material that it is, um, it doesn't itch or anything, or it doesn't get annoying after a while, like wearing it. Like it's really a comfortable hat, and I've had it now probably a good 6 years or something. It is very comfortable, especially because like this side rests against you, and you can buckle it too. Like you can buckle it like this, or you can flip it up here, which obviously I think a lot of people know about that. If you don't, and I'm not really sure what these buttons are. Oh yeah, you can like snap. Oh, wait, what am I saying? This part snaps up here and then connects. But no, I usually just wear it like this. Hello from Cleveland. What is up, Cleveland? Yeah, Siberia though. What a cold place to be. I wonder what it's like right now there. I could Google it and look it up, but um, I'll be honest. I knew about Siberia, obviously, like I knew about that place, it exists, and I knew that it got cold, but I didn't realize just how cold it gets. Like that's pretty wild to me. Just I think the one guy said the record winter was that he experienced. Somebody else could experience something else, but -71. That's just insane. And I heard that the minute you go outside, your lungs hurt. Like you're just like, like you know when you breathe and your hot breath mixes with the cold, and even when it's just 35, 30 degrees, whatever, and you can see your breath, it's like it looks like you're like smoking a cigarette or something. Like it's just coming out like crazy. But yeah, if I didn't say it already, which I think I did, hello Cleveland. I did say that. I did. Wow. 52 minutes we're clocking at right now. This is fun. This is all I want to do. I just want to go live. I just want to do this. I don't want to go to work. I have my video that I want to work on later, and I do want to get back to filming because I'm always filming, but like lately I've kind of been like I've been filming a lot, but this week, it's only the beginning of the week here. I haven't done much. The snow really kind of messed things up for me. I don't want to spill the beans on what I've been making, but the snow has been messing stuff up for me. Getting stuck and just dealing with it in general. You can literally freeze in Siberia. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I want no parts of that. I'm not a fan of the cold. I can deal with it, but extreme cold temperatures, especially if there is wind. Now, the wind, that's when it becomes a real big problem. Because it just like being cold is one thing, but then when you have the wind, it just gusts of wind, like getting up in your shirt and your jacket, and it just, you know what I mean? It just like, it touches your spine, it's like spine chilling. We love Chicago. Shouts out Chicago. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Lower Wacken, where they filmed Batman, and where else? A couple other places in Chicago. I was on tour when I was in Chicago. Nice chat, dude. Keep at it. I'm gonna get some food. Take care. Peace. Have a good day. Sending love to you. What is this? Vladivostok. Am I saying that right? Vladivostok City. Vladivostok City. About 10 Celsius or -10 Celsius. It's far east. Yeah, even that, like anything that's like, doesn't even have to be the negatives. Anything that's, if it's like 20 degrees out, F that. I don't want any parts of it. Unfortunately, though, it's been that cold here. Besides today, today's been the first day in weeks, a few weeks, where it's been somewhat normal temperatures. Nice chat. Oh yeah, I already read that. All right, where else we got people from? I don't know who's all in here, of course, because this thing is not consistent with the whole. But I'm seeing if I missed any questions or anything like that. Just stuff that I can answer. Also, feel free to answer me any or ask me anything. Jobless activities. Not sure what that means. Oh, someone asked me, what music genre do you play? Do you listen to? Honestly, I have a big appetite for different music. I like emo rap, metal, hard rock, some rock. I like classical music like jazz and yeah, I like Frank Sinatra and I mean I will literally listen to Frank Sinatra and then the next track will be like Limp Bizkit. I'm serious. Like new metal. I really listen to it all. Maybe that comes from me being surrounded by music. Like since I was a little guy, I was always surrounded by music. And my dad was a drummer. Um, my dad was a drummer and my uncle was a drummer. And so or my cousin or something like that. And so I was also surrounded by it as well. And my friend had a drum kit, and that's kind of how I got into drums. I would go over his house, and we would just play for his parents. Like I didn't know what I was doing, and we would just set up in the living room and jam, and his parents would watch us and give us support, and we would hang out, and we would jam, and we would just like cover whatever, or just think we're making art, music. And at that time, like I said, I really didn't know what I was doing. But then later on, I used Tupperware. I really legitimately used Tupperware and used that as drums and was just kind of doing my own thing. And then at that time, I was very inspired by nu metal, like Korn and like Slipknot and stuff. And we're talking about like the early, like I was young. So they were already thriving, those bands. But I was trying to mimic Joey Jordison or David Silveria from Korn. And those were like, oh God, I don't know why my neck. Guys, real quick, sidestep here. My neck is hurting. I don't know what, like the past 2 days I think I slept weird and it feels like my spine is fused together with my neck. Like, you know that feeling? Like it just hurts. But those were my inspirations. And then I just, I love Nirvana. Absolutely love Nirvana. And then from there, from like Korn and like Slipknot and all those bands like Chevelle and like, excuse me, a band called Reveille and Mudvayne. There's just so many different bands that I was listening to. And at first I was pretty closed-minded. Like I liked the grungy stuff. I liked the hard rock. I liked the metal. But other than that, I didn't really listen to anything else. I wasn't experimental or was open-minded. But from playing and appreciating different music and just being exposed to different music and playing with different bands, it just naturally opened me up. And that's what grew my appetite and made me very eclectic. And then, yeah, it just was a snowball effect. I got better and better at drums. I would play all the time. My dad ended up buying me my first drum set when I was 12 years old for Christmas. And I will still remember the day that I came to his house, opened the door, and the drum set was already set up for me. And I was pretty blown away. It was a blue Ludwig. I don't remember what signature series it was. I don't think it was anything professional, but it was a blue Ludwig drum set, and it was set up right there in the TV room. And I started playing. But my love grew for it, and then I took drum lessons. And not even around around the time that I took drum lessons, it grew more on me. It just clicked, and I self-taught myself, and then the lessons also helped and got me sharper and better at keeping time and all that. I was always pretty much good at that when it comes to like keeping time. I guess some people need to work for it and others don't. I just always had that kind of natural rhythm. But it definitely did help my playing, taking lessons and just listening to other drummers and listening and watching videos of drummers and just playing, really just doing it over and over and over again. And I would play so much, I mean, hours on end. When you're a kid, you play. That's what you do as a kid, with whatever it is. And I took full advantage of playing drums. And oh man, I just realized that somebody hit my car mirror. Not just now, but I realized that my mirror is pushed in, and it's kind of like it's kind of not in the best shape right now. So there's a reason why I haven't been pushing my mirrors in, or at least, yeah, no, I don't want to push any of my mirrors in. But oh my god, yeah, I just noticed it because it's pushed in and I didn't push it in. But anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about drums and how I got into it and how I was influenced. And yeah, I mean, the love grew. And I went from playing single kicks and playing hard rock to just playing anything under the sun, really. But I did want to learn double bass. I thought that was the next step to go. And so it was important for me to get a double bass pedal. And I really, yeah, I just wanted to play it. And at first it was very, very hard, but not that long, I would say. I started getting a lot better and getting that muscle memory. And then I got to a point where I could just do whatever I wanted with double bass. China about 100. I am not Chinese. No, I am not Chinese. I have some Irish in me. I have some Spanish in me, a little bit, which I'm sure people are probably like, what? Like, I look so white, right? Like, just completely like white features, because I mean, I am predominantly white, but is anybody really like white? Or, I mean, everybody's kind of a mix of something. But Irish, Spanish, let's see, what else? I think a little bit of Native Indian, like a little bit. English, and I think that's it. There might be like one other thing. I'm not really sure. Maybe I will eventually do that family tree thing and figure out exactly what all of my relatives were and like what I have in me. Vernon, no, I'm Russian. China, about 100k meters. I already read that. Nirvana were horrible. Their so-called legacy, they created junkyard noise pollution. Though, I have to say, like, I respect your opinion about them. That's fine. You don't have to like a certain band. But I will say that I like Nirvana because that's exactly why I like them. The very raw approach, the very just kind of loud in your face. And it's not all about distortion and loud guitars. But at that time, he was doing something different than everybody else. And it's not even that it's so original, or it has to be so original and different in order for it to be okay or well liked or whatever. Now you're just trolling. But the songs themselves too, like the vibes, it was just different at that time, just completely different from everybody else. You either had people that were doing punk or people that were just doing alternative music, but they found like a middle ground in between that. And that's why I really like them. Plus, Kurt is a really likable guy. I've seen a ton of interviews, and there's a parallel there. Like, I don't know if some of you guys listen to Little Peep at all, but I'm a fan of Little Peep, and there's a lot of parallels between those two. And yeah, I just like the stuff that they came out with at that time. And I mean, if you listen to it now, it's still, it's still refreshing to hear. I will say that at one time, I did get kind of annoyed because they played Smells Like Teen Spirit on the radio. They played like the SHIT out of it. And I like the song, but like when you hear something over and over and over and over and over again, it's like it becomes a thorn in your side and you start not liking it. And they played it so much that I started to not like it. But say less, you talk a lot. I'm going live. What do you want me to do? I mean, it's the point. I mean, you're watching me, right? So, I mean, I don't know if you're joking around or not. I mean, I don't care if you're being serious or joking. I mean, you say what you want to say. But, yeah, I mean, it's my YouTube channel, so why? I mean, this is how I entertain. This is like, you guys are watching me. What if I just sit here like this? Just sit here. Just stare. Let's get uncomfortably close. Just get so uncomfortable. We can mouth breathe. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, but I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, I'll just do this or this. Count, do my ABCs. What car are you in? A 2012 Hyundai Tucson. How you like that? 7530, are you there? I don't know what 7530 is. What's the relation between Russia and China? What's the relation between Russia and China? The relation is that they're both countries. Oh man, my neck. It really be hurting. It really be hurting. Huh. That's interesting. All right, what else we got? Are we? Okay, never mind. Saw a little bit of spam texting going on. Damn, my phone's actually getting warm right now. The sun is beaming on it. Man, this is a long live, you guys. Longest live I've done. All right. I remember my first, I'm not going to say that out loud. I made a hat out of it too. I'm not saying that like I can't say that on live, but with the whole YouTube thing and whatnot. You need to stop by the chiropractor. Yeah, I do actually. I need an adjustment. I've been to the chiropractor once and I was nervous when they did my neck, I'll be honest. But they did it so quick that I really didn't have time to prepare. It was like, all right, now we're gonna, lay down on this table. We're gonna do your neck now. And I'm like, for a second there, I'm like, oh shoot, this dude's gonna do my neck. Like, I hope I don't break my neck. Already done. I'm like, oh my God. It just felt like so much better. That's funny. No, it's all good. I wasn't, Stay woke, my friend. Man, I wish I brought a water with me, and I did not. I usually always have water with me. Dun, 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 dun. We are reading and scanning the comments. All right, let's see how much battery I got left. Alrighty. You got to make sure that battery's charged if you're gonna go live. Wow, we're almost at 70 minutes. Sithkus, are you trying to become a clown? I don't know what that means. Sithkis. Is this from a line in a movie or something, or what am I missing? Have a pistol in your car. I mean, it's not like I have a license to carry, but yeah. All right. Well, I think I'll be wrapping this up. What do you guys think? Is there anything anybody wants to talk about or discuss? I meant to shave, and now I'm just stuck with this beard going on. I don't like it any longer than this. What would you like to talk about with Siberia? Or Syria? Oh shoot, Syria, my fault. Any replying to another comments while I communicate with you? And reply to, oh, I see. Don't shave. Syria. I don't know. I just want to say for the record that hopefully this doesn't ruffle any feathers or anything. But if it has anything to do with like if there's anything to do with like political stuff, politics, I steer clear of that. And not because I don't like, it's not because I'm afraid to, but because, and I'm not doubting anybody in this room, just for everybody's safety, I guess. Not necessarily safety, but protect your online status, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to have any feuds or start any problems. So I think debates and disagreeing with one another or talking about certain things are completely fine. But if it is anything political, like, you know, like if you want to talk about like Syria just in general, like that's cool. But I personally don't want to talk about any political standpoints. Yeah, the reason, I mean, I think it's really easy to understand why. Talking, you know, about it, not getting into it, but certain people unfollow certain people or don't like certain people because of their opinion, and I really don't agree with that. I think that everybody should, if they like something and they like, or they like somebody and they like that person, and I'm not even agreeing with certain people, I'll just I'll say things like that. Do what you do, but I don't think it's enough reason to like hate somebody or like spread hate or whatever. So that's just why when people start talking about politics and things like that, that's why I don't indulge myself in those topics. You know, what's wrong is what's wrong. It's like, you know, I can understand that, and I can see, you know, the things that are happening, but yeah, it's just not something that I want to be wrapped up in. So hopefully everybody can respect that. I like to make this like a place where everybody can come to, whatever you got going on, whoever you are in the world, and you know, I'll respect you, and you'll be respected, and I want you to feel respected too, because you deserve respect. And yeah, so hopefully everybody understands what I'm saying. And yeah, I just want to keep it, you know, PG, and keep it going and keep it positive. You know, different topics, of course, are fine, but the weather. Oh. Marines from protected Siberian 14. Thank you. Stay in. Oh. All right. Wow. 75 minutes. You know what would be fun? Going live and gaming. I need to set up with that too. That would be fun to do. I've thought about doing that. Because I like hanging out with you guys. I just like hanging out. Talking about whatever, you know, shooting the crap. I like telling stories, but this is fun too. This live is going to take so long to upload. Whenever you go live for a long time, it always takes like so long to upload. Rightfully so. I mean, 75 minutes now. So it is what it is. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back on later. I do think it's, I mean, it's getting later too as well, and I need to get things done. I kind of have some things to get to this week. But yeah. Let's talk later. I'll hop on. No, I don't ever sleep in them, but they are very comfortable. I forget exactly where I got this one. It's been at least 6-7 years now or something since I've gotten it. So I don't remember, but they are very comfortable. But that being said, yeah, I'm gonna end it here, guys. It's just getting, you know, very long, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I gotta get things done. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will be back on maybe later, maybe tomorrow or something. I'm gonna figure out this live thing. Now that I have a computer and I can do it from my computer as well, like I'll be doing that, not just here, and be somewhere where it's nice, in my office or whatever. Nah, nobody made me leave. Nah, nobody made me leave, to be honest. I just know that, you know, I need to get on with the day. It'd be nice to do this. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. I want to create content for a living. This is what I want to do. I love doing it. As you can tell, I've been a content creator now for about 3 years or something. And I mean, I go live, I make shorts, I make videos. I mean, I got a TikTok. And if anybody, again, is new here and you're not seeing my name for whatever reason, it is MattisTheCreator, MattisTheCreator. Go check out my channel. Go check out the content. I strive for quality, and I really leave no stone unturned when it comes to making content. I really explore and challenge myself. So I really hope that anybody that is watching my live here will listen to what I'm saying right here and go support me. Like, leave a like, sub, check the videos out. I work very hard on these videos. I don't, nobody owes me their time, but please consider subscribing. You know what? I take that back. I'm not going to say please. I'm just going to say consider subscribing. I work hard on the content that I make, and yeah, that's all I can say right now. Check out my YouTube channel again. I'm gonna go. Hopefully, once I get off of here, you guys stick with it and stay subscribed, and or subscribe and watch the videos. So I appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later, and I'm out.